Hello there, Sagittarius. It's time to get your reading done for February of 2021. The way I like to do these videos, oh, sure, first I should introduce myself, of course. Hello there, for those of you who are not subscribed yet. I'm Michelle B. Great to meet you. Thank you for being here, Sagittarius. I like to create tarot readings for passionate women and feminine individuals. Masculine individuals are always welcome to tune in, of course. I'm just letting you know who I'm speaking to, because that's how I identify and that's who I can speak for. Okay, anyway, I like to focus on exciting purpose, abundant prosperity, and beautiful romantic love with yourself or with someone else if you want to connect in that way. And let's go ahead and get started. What I like to do is I like to start with taking a look at what to embrace and what to leave behind for February, and then I go on to those three topics that I just mentioned. This is just the brief overview that lasts for up to 20 minutes or so, and then my comprehensive reading is going to be over on Vimeo. The link is going to be in the description box below, and that's going to be another 20 or 25 minutes going in deeper into the cards and getting some clearer ideas of what to expect for February, the messages that you need to know. Okay, what to embrace and what to leave behind. That's what to embrace for Sagittarius. That's the Page of Wands, but it's in reverse. So, I had to like slow down and think about that, wrap my head around it. It's just like this energy of, now embrace the notion. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to find out what to leave behind. There's the Queen of Cups. So that's what to leave behind. What to leave behind is this like emotionality, the self-pity, thinking that we're victims of other people's behavior. Now, when we look at this Page of Wands, it's like, oh, you know what? I feel like it's learning to trust people, learning to allow yourself to be supported and to be propped up and to be taken care of so that you can so your fire can be lit up. The Page of Wands is a fire. It's a fire element, but it's usually associated with Aries because it's like the young childlike energy. But yeah, for you, you're usually the King of Wands. In order to be the King of Wands, though, you have to start somewhere, right? In order, I feel like so many of us are in a space of learning how to do new things, how to be in the world in a brand new way, because the world is changing so quickly. Everything that we knew to be fact is it's not working. Not everything, but a lot of the things that we knew to be fact are just not working the same way as we grew up learning that they were. And so we're relearning, redoing. The page is learning, right? But also still needs to be supported. And I feel like in the past, Sagittarius might have felt like they were not being supportive. In fact, they might have been victims of other people's behavior in the past. And so in order to embrace being supported, you have to learn to trust other people. You have to learn to allow other people to, like, allow yourself to be vulnerable in order to express your dreams, your desires, what you want. People can't help you if you don't tell them what you want, right? Let's go ahead and go forward with that purpose, prosperity, and love. Let's see if we got any jumpers here for purpose. Ooh, I like this. The Ten of Pentacles. I've gotten the Ten of Pentacles a lot lately, which is really interesting. It's such grounded, stable, earthly energy in the time of Aquarius, right? When so many planets are in Aquarius at this time, and things can be a little bit disheveled. But I think that we cling to. I think we cling to our stability more than ever when things are changing quickly. Sagittarius, I know you don't have a problem with rapid change, but it's nice to have something to go back to, something stable, right? So I feel like during the month of February, Sagittarius is really yearning for the home-like environment, really yearning for the stability of being able to go home and look at the things that you have and be like, I earned that myself. That's stuff that I did, right? And in order for us to be able to jump off into something new, to create something new, to learn about how to do new things, it's really important for us to have a stable foundation, as I said, of support. If there's a masculine in your life at this time, they're providing, you see that dude right there? They're providing a great sense of something to fall back on. You guys support each other very well. If you don't have a masculine to fall back on, this is you doing that for yourself, or you've got someone helping you out in some way to help you springboard into the things that are really important to you. So yeah, it's a time of really appreciating and being grateful for your home and the things that you've accumulated over time, and allowing the people who have accumulated a lot of things and love you and want to see you learn and grow, allowing them to help you out. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to clarify what we're going to be looking at in the extended reading that I mentioned already, where we go a little bit deeper. I just want to get a little look at what we're going to be talking about, a little sneak peek at what we're going to be talking about here. We have the Page of Wands and I'm sorry, not the Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands, but it's in reverse. So it's like it's talking about like the insecurity or the inability to have that spark of imagination and creativity, the lack of desire to go forward. And sometimes we can get a little bit too comfy cozy. You know what I mean? Cycles. The world represents cycles. Not being complete is in reverse. Let's get just a little bit more about what we're going to look at. I feel like this is like cycles in the home. Yeah, this is a very home-oriented reading for purpose and purpose in particular. This is who you are when it's not about your money or your romantic life. It's like what drives you, what excites you, what drives you. So what else do we need to know for Sagittarius? Lots of reversals here. And then we got the Seven of Pentacles. So there's some stagnant energy. You really need a boost. It's really a matter of communicating to the people in your household, the people that are supportive of you, that yeah, I need a boost. I need a spark. Things have been stagnant for a long time, and it's time to get things going. Embrace the start. Embrace the beginnings. So let's move on to the prosperity, boop, the money, the health. We got the Empress. That's very, very good. Things are looking very hopeful for your prosperity. Heading off with starting out with that Queen. I do like how we're starting these energies. It's like this is where we're headed, right? This is what we have supporting us, and this is where we're headed. So, like, in spite of all of our anxieties, our, itchy feelings, our hang-ups, we are, like, still progressing in a really positive way because all these cards so far have been really positive. So anyway, the Empress is all about the creativity, being able to create your money, being able to create your health, that you have, knowing that this isn't the masculine version of creativity, this is the feminine version of creativity. It's having, you innately have the body and the mind that can create anything. So it's a matter of doing it in the feminine way, right? Not pushing yourself too hard. Now, I feel like some of these hang-ups that you're having have to do with feeling like not feeling fully on board with, I feel, the masculine manner of creativity, the masculine manner of doing things. So then you get hung up and then you end up not doing anything at all. But instead, how about just flowing from a place of joy and pleasure? If it gives you joy and pleasure to do something, then do it. And if you don't feel joy and pleasure, obviously you're not doing anything anyway, so you might as well not do anything anyway. But at least you don't have anxiety about it, because we're not attracting anything beautiful or positive to ourselves if we're all hung up with the details and never get anything done. And yeah, but like we're not even attracting anything good. Where am I going with this? I have so many downloads coming into my head that I can get really tongue-tied. More practice, that's all I need, is more practice, getting better and better. Basically what I'm saying is, it's better to do nothing in peace than to do nothing in anxiety, right? So the Empress isn't in a rush to do anything, but when she does create something, she does it perfectly. Okay? She does it beautifully. So it's like saving your energy until it's time to act in an inspired way from what you know you can do, from what you're like, you just push yourself just a little bit harder, right? Just a little tiny bit beyond your comfort zone, just a tiny bit. Just enough to give you the pleasure and satisfaction of your success, but not so much that you get so freaked out and nothing happens, okay? It has to be out of pleasure, though, first and foremost. It has to be like, I'm excited and this would be really fun to do, therefore I'm going to do it. But it always happens with ease and grace for the Empress. Okay, let's take a look at what's going to come up in the extended comprehensive reading. I want that one. Anything else? Any other messages, please? Yeah, it's okay to rest. And with that 5 of Pentacles being there, it's like it may seem from the outside in February that there's some concerns about scarcity, but those don't actually exist. The reality is that 10 of Pentacles, that you have everything at your disposal. But yeah, that's going to come up. That's the idea of scarcity is something that's going to come up. I mentioned the anxiety, and we don't want to be manic manifesting. It's a concept that was brought to me by Gabby Bernstein. The idea of being in fear and anxiety, and from that point you try to create something. Oh, if I don't do something, then disaster might come. I better just do this thing. And what ends up happening is it doesn't go anywhere, and you've wasted your time. You've wasted your money. You've wasted your resources, because you're not doing it because you love it. You're doing it because you're afraid. So don't be stuck there. The fearfulness will get you nowhere. You're way better off just taking a nap. You're way better off taking a nap than creating something because you're afraid, than reaching out to get a job just because you're afraid of what will happen if you don't get a job. Something that you're like, I'll take anything, even if I hate it. Just because you're afraid, you're going to waste your time in the end, because you're not going to be able to sustain something like that. And you're going to end up like hurting yourself and being in emotional turmoil over a job that you don't even like, and you got to figure out how to get out of it. Right? You know what I'm talking about. Finally, let's look at the love. Look at the love. What to expect. What does Sagittarius need to know? I want that one. The Hangman is in reverse. So there's a lot of just plugging away at starting out a new endeavor, right? And so that reflects in all of the aspects of what I call the triad of awesomeness, which is purpose, prosperity, and love. So it all bleeds over into each other. So I can see that a lot of Aquarius are in a place where they're just starting, where they're making plans, where they're learning new things in order to create something. They're in the beginning stages. And so much of their love and energy is going into this that I don't see Sagittarius being particularly concerned about rushing into anything with love when it comes to romance. But this is a really good state of mind to be in. The not pushing is a really good state of mind to be in if you're trying to attract that into your life. Like, the more distracted you are with something else, the more that thing that you actually want, the more likely it is to chase you. So, yeah, that's what I'm getting. It's like you're so distracted, the energy's so distracted with this other stuff that you're like, What? Somebody likes me? Oh, whatever. But, some of you are in committed relationships. And there are times when you're going, full steam into your committed relationship, and there's times when you're all distracted with other things, and that's okay. We just need to make sure that we do our maintenance out of love, out of care, because we want to make sure that our partners are satisfied and happy. So, and then there's some of you who are just, not interested in being in any kind of committed relationship at all, and that's all right too. But anyway, it's like love for yourself. You're like, okay, well, I'm gonna put a lot of the things that I would do for my own pleasure on the back burner. But little do you know, these things are your pleasure. you're setting up your life, creating new things. That is your pleasure. That is something that's like giving you that feeling of deep satisfaction, like connecting with a romantic partner. It's giving you that. So that's the King of Wands. That's you, Sagittarius. There you are. But you're in reverse. There we go. There we go. Ace of Cups. I'm just going to get a quickie pulse on people in committed relationships. Okay. A quickie pulse on people that are looking for a relationship. Okay. And a quickie pulse on people that don't want to be in a relationship. What's going on with them, with their self-love, or their connections with their intimate loved ones. Okay? So, the Eight of Wands in reverse. It's like I said, energy is slow moving. We're going to look deeper into that. You see the Hangman and in reverse, and the Eight of Wands in reverse. It really represents slow moving energy. The King of Wands in reverse is like the lack of excitement or inspiration. So if you're like in a committed relationship, it might be reflected in just a kind of feeling like humdrum, whatever, energy is not moving quickly. Now we're going to talk about how to be a little bit more satisfied with all of that in the extended, in the area of those of you who are looking for committed relationships. I can see like a lack of desire to reach out when it comes to like connecting with whether it's on like an online platform or whatever, going out. I don't know how many people are able to do that. I certainly can't. Restrictions are still very, very yeah, it sucks. But yeah, it's just like a lack of desire to even do that right now. You're like, can't even wrap your head around it. But that can be okay. Let's look at that a little bit deeper later, find out what our advice is. And then for those of you who are so happily single, once again, I'm talking about just trying to focus all of your energy. The Two of Wands is like, it's in reverse, but it is like optimism for the future. So you're like, okay, so I'm just trying to find that vibration. I'm trying to catch that vibration of inspiration. And once I do that, everything's going to be okay. So I'm going to close out from here. And I want to let you know, Sagittarius, that for those of you who are just leaving off here and getting the information you can from it, I love you. Thank you so much for being with me today. For those of you who want to go deeper and find out more, go over to my Vimeo. There's a link in the description box below that will take you to the Vimeo account so that you can find out more about what to expect for February. And I'll see you later. I love you, Sag. See you later. Bye, 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 bye.